Hello, good morning. At least that's what it is right now for me. Um, I'm here to talk about recording your voice in Elevenlabs, and my research is based off of Vin Gyang. Sorry if I said that wrong, Vin, but he definitely helped me grow and be able to talk and stop being an introvert, at least when I talk to people, to be able to act more normal or just talk in a normal sense, be able to actually communicate properly as you have seen throughout my other videos. Next is when you are recording your voice in Elevenlabs, depending upon how you're going to be or how you want to articulate this voice and if it has a certain goal in mind, um, what he suggests is one, talk about good content, which of course that's speculative. It's all about going to be all about again what you're actually talking about. So the good content could be, all right, well, I'm creating a voice. It's for scary stories or a story time type voice. It's going to be my voice. So what I'm going to end up doing is having a certain scary type tone. Other point that it should be entertaining. That way your vocal ability is able to come across. Also, it should be inspirational. That way you can come across as not just somebody who's saying something monotone or is just you got to be interesting. All these three are you just being interesting, coming through to the other person who's listening, witnessing, and be able to think, oh, okay, cool, I can see this person speaking. I know what they're talking about, and I have a certain level of trust, if you will, upon what they're speaking. So, Elevenlabs also ends up doing about 3 hours worth of vocal content. If you get to 2 hours, that's already above and beyond probably what most people do. Of course, they're gonna tell you when you record your voice, make sure it's a quiet environment, this, that, and the third. But I've divided these up to about 8 5-minute conversations between the good content, the entertainment, and the inspiration. If you do 8 5-minute dialogues or just small little scripts of good content, 8 5-minute dialogues of something you could talk about that's entertaining, and 8 5-minute dialogues or scripts of talking about something that's inspirational, you're able to not only get your voice, so it's automatically going to sound like you when you give it 2 hours of conversation, but you're giving it a variety of tonalities, whatever you're speaking about, especially if it's something you're passionate about, that could come across through the actual audio recording. So when you do type up something, it sounds not only like you, but like indistinguishable. The next thing I want to talk about is mastering virtual communication. So luckily, I have y'all right here. I could look above you in the face, kind of like where my notes are at right now, and I don't have to pretend. I know I'm talking to somebody, but when you are recording your voice, you don't have anything. Maybe you might want to put a placeholder just in case and make it feel like you're actually talking to somebody, but make eye contact. As you see within this video, I've been moving my hands because I know at the end of the day, somebody else is watching this, so you can feel what I'm saying, right? And that carries along surprisingly when you are talking through uh only through audio. right? Or how somebody is interpreting how you talk and how you speak, even though they don't see you. Talk calm and reassured and make your point and do it through an energy of storytelling. And that's easy because as you see me right now, I'm looking down, my shoulders are hunched. You could kind of like I'm not smiling while I'm talking. I've lost all the passion. I don't feel like doing this. Like kind of like your Monday morning meetings when you go back to work. You don't feel like speaking, but unless you got enough caffeine in your system and you perked up and you actually like doing what you do today, you're not going to have that energy coming across. Nobody's going to care what you talk about, even if you're like doing it for an ad. It doesn't matter. Take up space. Play around with the tone of your voice. Make that shit fucking intriguing. Like, uh, at the end of the day, with your voice, if you're recording this, whether it be for business or professional, or you just being yourself and trying to help you make YouTube content all the time, why not cuss? Why not be out of the norm? It's important for you to like act in this scenario. You're recording your voice for a reason, right? And I could already tell you, I've done my voice. I need to do it over again because my voice sounds nasally. And I gotta go, whether it be an 11-minute or a 22-minute dialogue that I recorded, I gotta go back in, do another 22-minute of something that I'm passionate about, and making sure my voice doesn't sound nasally, right? Or make sure I'm just drinking more often, that way I don't get cotton mouth. Don't try to be perfect and definitely mess up if you laugh. Because even that, if it gets you laughing, it's only going to give it more data of sounding like you. So I think that's a bonus as well. Now, exposure therapy, this could be a preemptive. You're definitely not going to get 2 hours in one shot just talking, like hitting all those marks. But try practicing. That's the only exposure therapy with your family or somebody else. If you don't have friends or family, go through Discord. And just have somebody be your dummy. If so, talk to the wall, talk to the mirror. The more you practice on the skill, the more you're honing in better at it. Be as big as the room. You know, most of us were literally recording. We don't have a recording studio, so recording your own room. You know, you're comfortable in that room. That's your room. You rest your head, you sleep in it. If I were to turn the camera, my bed is like literally over there in that corner. So it was that really wasn't a problem for me. Manage your nerves. I did do this, and on some of my recordings, I actually sounded way better, like way more fluent. I get the blood pumping through my system by doing some jumping jacks, like Vin suggested. I didn't play any war music, but I definitely played music that'll like get me going, wanting to dance. You know what I'm saying? Get that blood flow going. And before you record, think like you're talking to high status people. High status being really whatever you want. If you got to talk to your boss or you want it to sound official, think like you're talking to your boss. As long as you respect the person, more or less. I wouldn't say really high status. It's all about who you think is of importance, right? And yeah, I'll keep going. Again, act if you have to. It's important because for you to get to this goal, as far as my journey recording my voice, there was days I really didn't feel like recording. I didn't have it within me. Life was life in, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and play that music, get me in this headspace that's away from everything that's happening, and let me act. Let me go ahead. And surprisingly, I got like 30-ish minutes of recording out of the 3 hours that I implemented in, and I was more jovial. It put me in a different mind state. I closed my room door. I was able to go ahead and focus in on that goal. And this is, I would say, is important because it also gives the dialogue more something more natural than just trying to run through and get something done. Pause more, slow down, highlight what you say, reiterate it. That also gives more of a standpoint of how you're saying something as well as how it comes across to the user. And because of that, slow down or like you making declarative statements or reiterating something, the person listening to it will, I mean, not only will it's a recording for a voice record, I mean, voice translation, right? Well, not translation. Regardless, it's giving it a more natural feel. And that's what you want ultimately. You don't want to sound like AI's recorded your voice and it's been trained or whatever, and some artifacts within the voice recording end up leaking to where you're just saying everything fast, and because you're just trying to get this done, your voice naturally sounds like this. No, like we don't want that. We want it to have good data and information from you recording to push this across. Vocal. Again, warm up your voice. Again, I stated before, I sounded nasally. I kept breathing through my nose. I was having allergy problems. And one thing I did do was always try to keep my volume up and interesting. Change my body language and totally different result ended up coming out. Cognitive habits. Finish one thought. Yeah, I don't know why it says dot. Finish one thought at a time. Make sure you give it context and what's the core connection you're making, and use analogies or stories. Storytelling is a big thing. And that is the end of this video. Appreciate y'all. I hope this helps y'all like kind of get not only a frame of how to do these things, as well as this is a big proponent to where you don't always have to do it in one day. 5 minute conversation a day or script a day. Elevenlabs does have scripts that you can do. 5 minutes is really not a long time. Now, of course, doing it 8 times and trying to depict what good content is, my suggestion is for it being good content or whatever, go into ChatGPT, type in something that you're interested in, you like, put that up there. Anything that you find entertaining that you're passionate about, make ChatGPT write 5 minute scripts, and 8 5 minute scripts. And anything you find inspirational, I don't think you have to script that out. You just have to think about it, go with the flow, and just let that passion shine. You know what I'm saying? Even with the entertainment one, if it's something you like and it's entertaining, push that out. This video has gone on for 13 minutes. I hope it benefited you. Be easy. Peace.